people started attacking Drake, saying because they said that he popularized Afrobeats, and people were like, what are you talking about? You popularized Afrobeat. I don't. Do you remember that time when that
I
kind of
remember. Yep.
Someone that works at YouTube, he was crediting you for kind of popularizing Afrobeats with One Dance, and it was
Yeah, I mean, I think like Come Closer, One Dance. Like, first of all, the music those artists make in that space, there's nothing better than that.
Right.
So I'll never sit here and say, oh, One Dance is like the best Afrobeats record, but I do think that genre deserved to get this popular, and I'm very happy that I was able to even be part of that conversation.
Absolutely.
So
I remember.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just read exactly what
Let me
was
redo it.
said. You know.
Yeah, let me hear this.
We need the facts.
Yeah.
So it basically says, look, so in response to the claim basically by the interviewer that he popularized Afrobeats with his single One Dance featuring Wizkid, Drake said, yeah, I think Come Closer, One Dance, and he's just naming tracks that became popular. And he goes further on. This is very important. First of all, the music those artists make in that space, there's nothing better than that. But I do think that the genre deserves to get this popular, and I'm very happy that I was able to even be part of that conversation. In this quote, do you feel like Drake hinted that he made Afrobeats popular?
I think no. I don't think that's what he was trying to say. Or even trying to hint at it or whatever. I just feel like he kind of that was a politically correct answer. I'm not gonna lie, bro. What? Holy!
Super humble.
I would have been all over the place with that answer.
Literally, that's like he prepared for that.
I'm saying, bro, he had a whole
and they still try to get at him.
But with that answer, I feel like it's a oh man, he. So Drake definitely 100%, in my opinion, did not popularize Afrobeats. That's just no. Let's not do that. Maybe with with what Drake is, because at this point you can't say with where Drake's level is or whatever. I don't know what Drake is. So with what Drake is right now, and him using what he has, bringing it into the Afro world, kind of propelled it to just another level. Like it made it, if anything at all, yes, Drake did help make Afro or those genres within the songs he mentioned just more international, like more global. Do you know what I mean? Because it's Drake's voice. It's just Drake's voice on there, and Drake on his own is something else. You know what I mean? So if you tally, I mean, if you combine that with musicians like Wizkid, who are already international, don't get it like twisted. He's already international. He's already made it for himself and everything. Repping Africa, West Side, the whole Africa, matter of fact. And then you bring those two worlds together. It's just like, do you know what I mean? So I don't think he was hinting at I'm the one who, like he said, he felt grateful to be a part of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I have for that.
Yeah, and honestly, if I can add, I don't know if you will agree with this, but like I feel like Drake helped not introduce, but kind of introduce many people from the US to Afrobeat, and like African music in general is, I feel like, is more popular in Europe than it is in the US. Like even like I'm francophone, like I'm from Congo. A lot of artists from Congo are perform in France, Belgium, especially in those like French speaking countries. And also we've seen in the recent years, like we've seen Afrobeat also rise to the international level. And like even like, and I feel like, for example, the UK is much more receptive, you know,
Yeah.
to Afrobeat, and many artists, like African artists, you know, doing Afrobeat, like, you know, the Burna Boys, the Malik Berry, you know,
100%.
like they also have these links with the UK, for example, and
Yeah.
those things don't exist as much in the US, you know. So, like, if anything, I think Drake helped, like, not
Take it over to the
take
Western
it
world,
over
kind
to
of
the,
thing.
yeah, to the US side
Yeah.
of it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Afrobeat, like, it's, there's no yeah, people shouldn't credit Drake for, like,
At all.
making Afrobeat international or anything, because
Yeah.
these artists that we're seeing in Ghana, in Nigeria, and, you know, many parts of Africa really do the hard work and are really, really creative, interesting. You know, like, it's like, for me, it has always been like a big pride seeing, you know, these artists such as Davido, uh,
Oh yeah.
wizkid, and all these guys, you know,
Oh
become
yeah.
really popular. You know, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you have to put
Yeah,
into consideration, it's like these
Mhm.
people work 10 times harder
Mhm.
to
mhm,
bring it over, like to make their songs international. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
mhm,
So like, if any credit is, all the credit goes to the artists themselves that make the music, that
Mhm.
are at the forefront of the genre. So
Yeah,
and
and just the, like, their fans in Africa who, you
oh
know,
yeah,
like,
100%
the, like, the
to
fans in
us.
Africa are like, man, it's, you know, even us, man, it's just like the support these artists get, it's just like incredible, you know, like,
100%.
yeah.
like
100%.
even because our when those One Dance and everything came out, it really, like, for in terms of summer tracks, Afrobeats, it really, after those tracks came out, like Afrobeats now on the regular is the summer bangers that you hear all the
Yes,
time.
sir.
And I think
Yes, sir.
even if some people want to, obviously the credit does not go to Drake, but Drake does, because the whole point of a feature, that's the whole point of a feature. A feature is supposed to bridge different fan bases together.
Yep.
You tap into my fans, I tap into your fans.
Yours.
So
Yep.
just the nature of that is like this is what was supposed to happen, right?
Hmm.
And at the same time, I feel like, is you really look at it, like a lot of people are, when it comes to Afrobeats, nobody's thinking about Drake. We're thinking about, like you said, Burna Boy. We're thinking about all those artists themselves. Like
Yeah.
even me, like even being introduced to Burna Boy, like I just love the music. I love the
Burner.
sound of it,
Burner.
and it's interesting because our, let's say, me per se, my parents came from, they're from Congo, but they lived in Belgium for a bit before coming here. So
Hmm.
in this move of a lot of immigrant African parents coming in from a young age, we were already introduced to African music from for the very young age.
Yeah.
The Jibe, Piana, all those guys from a young age,
Right. 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 Right.
it was already in our head, but we weren't seeing our counterparts listening to that music, right?
Mhm.
Until Drake really brought it in, and now you're like, oh, you're listening to this African music too, like it. So
Hmm.
there is some credit to be done there, but also that's just the nature of how music works, right?
Works
When you're doing
exactly.
features.